I had older friends and they were all smarter than me and I wanted to be smart like them and they all went to college. So I was like, I'm going to go to college. And I'm glad I waited. I didn't go to college until I was 20. And I'm glad I waited and I loved it. And I thrived because I felt like my intellectual abilities were taken seriously and not, you know what I mean? We were taught to think and question, and it was a lovely experience.
Fail for you.
I
So
love
you
it.
had 2 years though.
I
Did
had
you graduate when you're 18 and then
yeah, I had 2 years. Yeah. So yeah.
what'd you do during those 2 years?
Oh, well, I went to Guatemala for the first time. It was my first time out of the country.
What'd you do in Guatemala?
I had this wonderful friend, teacher. Her name was Susie. And I say teacher, she was a total slut. But she was the best, though, in a way, like,
No slut shaming over here.
I know. I
okay?
mean that in the most positive way.
Yeah.
And that's not shaming. I think that, like, I want to take that word back, right?
I'm just goofing with you.
Yeah,
But
so-
she was sexually free
She was
and she
sexually
had
free.
autonomy and independence and followed her passion.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
So-
it was a little slutty. What?
Introduced me to a lot of new things.
In Guatemala,
Well, just in life in general. We won't go to all the things, but she introduced me. She was my teacher. So, but yeah, so then I went to ACC and I found ACC like high school, but with action.
Wait, where'd y'all go in Guatemala?
We just went I think we followed the gringo trails, they called it, you know.
Is it that, the lago, the lake there?
Yeah.
Lake Atitlan?
Yeah, Lake
Where all
Ativan,
like the hippies
Pancha,
and stuff
yeah.
were? You went to Simuk Champay? Or
Yeah,
did you
we
go
did.
like,
Yeah,
to call?
Yeah, we went to where all the white people went. Yeah, yeah.
We've been there. I wonder if we were there at the same time.
Maybe, I don't know.
Yes.
But yeah, so yeah, I don't know. She introduced me to a lot. So a lot of self-discovery, but college was amazing.
Then you went to ACC?
I went to ACC, did not thrive at ACC.
No, why not?
I felt like it was too easy. It felt like high school. I didn't feel like, wasn't like what I imagined college to be, right? It didn't have the seats and the professor. I mean, it did, but it felt like a classroom. You didn't feel like college, you know?
Didn't have some characteristic of college that we were looking for.
Yeah. And then it felt kind of easy. And then so I didn't do well.
You wanted to be tested more academically?
Yeah.
Which campus did you go to?
Northridge. And then I went to the Rio Grande campus. Yeah.
That's the cool one. That was the old high school, right?
The old high school, yeah.
I went to that one for a little while.
Yeah, that's a fun one. That one actually felt like a college, you know.
It's funny that the one that is a legit high school felt like a college.
Yeah, it did. It had that feeling about it, you know.
Yeah, you like that one.
Yeah, I like that one, but I didn't thrive. I didn't do well. So when I applied to Texas State, I wrote them a long letter begging them, you know, whole sob story. I'm product of the war, Vietnamese, you know.
Greg
Did it? Yeah, you know. And
you really wrote a letter. I had to write a letter to get into UNT because they didn't let me in with my grades and whatnot.
Yeah,
but they took that story.
They did.
They let me in. They let you in?
They let me in conditionally. I could not make a C.
I had a condition too. I had to take some class. Yeah. Some like preparatory class.
I was like, fine, just get me in the door.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, get me in the door.
Let me in.
Let me in.
And did you make good grades?
I graduated with a 3.5. I'm so uneducated. I don't even know what it's called, but I graduated like 3.5.
Right.
Magna blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? So
Magna cum laude or something.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
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 What'd you study?
History.
You studied history because that's what you ended up teaching.
Yeah.
You studied history. Was there a part of history that you gravitated to?
American history. And I think because of the Vietnam War, I wanted to understand. And the civil rights movement, like I said, I was really interested. Like, why was everyone freaking out about busing? You know, why was that a thing? You know, like, and then also like the Vietnam War, like, and then the civil rights movement and all of that stuff, you know. Felt like it was my story, and so I wanted to learn more about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
what was your college life like? You were commuting down to San Marcos?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was so much fun that it took me like 10 years to get my bachelor's. I didn't want to, you know.
Were you working at the same time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was a lot of fun.
What?